Welcome back to the Cricket Today show for all of your IPL 2025 needs. I'm your host, Liam McAllion, also known as the Stats Guy. Got a little new setup. We've got a floating bat. I'm absolutely loving this from Gerald behind the camera. But no Marcus today, no Mark Koza. But we do have RCB's number one fan, Leo Mullaly. How you going, Leo?
I am here and I'm excited RCB have made another IPL playoffs.
Yeah, they've never won it all, but they always seem to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they never win it, but I've got a good feeling.
You got a good feeling?
No.
No? Well, there we go.
Well, we'll chat about that.
It is IPL playoff time, which is very exciting. And of course, for more cricket content and across all sports, check out odds.com.au. Marcus is usually on the show. He does a lot of articles in there. I do as well. You can check out AFL, cricket, NBA coming up, a bit of tennis, racing, so much content on odds.com.au if you want to check out some articles there. Awesome show. We're going to go through an IPL playoff breakdown. So the four teams are locked in for the playoffs, which is absolutely awesome. Your beloved RCB. My Sunrisers cooked it this year. I thought they had one of the best lists, one of the best squads, but no good at all. We've got the top four we're going to go through. Aussie Watch. So there's a few Aussies still in the playoffs, even after the things that are happening over in India.
Handful of Aussies we've got left.
Which is still good. And then we've got the final predictions. We're going to give the player of the MVP of the playoffs, as well as who's going to make the final and who's going to win the final. So that's
and they should also let us know in the comments who they think is going to win.
Yes. So anytime you watch this throughout this whole video, just let us know in the comments any of your vibes on this. What do you think? How much IPL knowledge we have?
Because we can send some hate.
We can take it. Anything. Before we start, make sure you get right around the show. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I had a look before. 3.94 thousand subscribers.
Can we get to 4K?
I reckon before the end of the IPL. Yes. I reckon we could. So hit the subscribe button. Goes a long way. Hit the bell as well. We love that. And get around all the socials. That's Cricket Today AU across everything. All right. I think that's done. We're introed in. Let's get into the IPL playoff breakdown, Leo. Here we go. So first, we're going to go who's currently 1 to 4 with RCB, who are the only team left to play a game. Yes. So this is just the current on the Tuesday. So Punjab Kings are first at 9-4. This is the first time they've made the playoffs since 2014. Leo.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
That's what, 11 years ago?
Yes.
I was 13.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
Well, every time he's 20. Oh,
you would have been like 30.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, 50 maybe back then. I don't know. But 24, it's actually crazy. They've never really had success. They've never won the whole thing, the title. And it's a great turnaround from last season. They were 9th last season. I think not many people backed them to make the playoffs.
No, they didn't. And Ricky Ponting's doing a great job.
Yes, I always forget the punter's there.
He's doing awesome.
Because he was heavily criticised last season at Delhi, and then he's bounced back and he's first on the ladder at the moment. On the ladder, yeah.
Where did they finish last season?
9th. Punjab.
That is.
Yeah. 9th. So they've gone 8th, 9th, and currently first, and they've locked in top 2. I think. No, sorry, top 3. Which is unbelievable.
It's crazy. I think they've locked in top 2, actually. Yeah. It's crazy how things can change. We talk about Sunrisers, Kolkata. Last year so good, this year not so good, and Punjab have taken their place. It's been through Shreyas Iyer.
Yes, mate, Shreyas Iyer. How's he been going? How's he been going, Lee?
How's he been going? He's been going, I think his welfare is going pretty good.
Yeah, just in
general.
What about his cricket? Give me some cricket stats.
514 runs, average of 51, high score of 97 just quietly. Been leading the way for this Punjab side. I also want to give a shout out to Simran Singh, 499 runs. He's been solid at the top of the order for him. So they've just got some really good role players with the bat doing their bit. And then there is a player with the ball who's been a particular standout for them.
He's been awesome. I'm going to, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about him later for some MVP stuff. But Arshdeep Singh with 18 wickets this season. He's got great change-ups. The left armour, he's just got so many wickets every single game. And it's a good balance. I think in the IPL, a lot of the times we've talked about this, the batters lead the way. And then you can make the playoffs just from having strong batters.
Yep.
But if you can produce wickets, especially later in the season, in the playoffs, I think Arshdeep Singh is going to go a long way for them having some success in the playoffs here.
I 100% agree.
You agree, yeah? There we go. So they're probably going to finish top 2, and they'll be charging into the playoffs.
For a double chance.
There we go. So next one, Gujarat, they're second, 9-5. Got a little stat for you here, Leo.
Hit me with it.
Before that last game they played, their top 3 scored 77% of their runs this season. So that's Sudhasan, your man, the Shubman.
The Gill.
The Shubman. Shubman Gill and Josh Butler combined for 77% of their runs this season.
Yeah, it's pretty handy when you've got that. Like, we talk about it being a strong sort of batter's game at times, and when you've got 3 batsmen who have scored, over 530 runs, 2 of them over like 640 plus.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
you're not going to miss playoffs with that, are you?
I don't think I've scored that many runs in my whole career, and they're scoring it in 14 games in the IPL.
Yeah, it's nuts. And the form, because that's their top 3 as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're going to give all our guns straight away and good luck getting through them because it's impenetrable.
I'll pose a question to you. So you're big on Gujarat. You have been the whole way through. There was a few articles I read that are a little bit worried about the rest of their order. So they haven't come in, I think only 2 or 3 games where their middle orders come in before the 12th over. And is that a bad preparation? Like, they've hardly batted some of their players. So is that bad preparation for the playoffs, or they'll be all right?
No, it's definitely a point if they're not if they've been accustomed to every sort of match condition. Because say if they do come up in a big final, against say Arshdeep Singh or Josh Hazlewood, who we're going to talk about, quality opening bowlers, they get a couple of early wickets, then the middle order and the low order will be tested, and that's when it'll have to stand up. But that top order's been so strong with the bat and with the ball. The no slouches either. Krishna, 23 wickets. Yep. He's been one of the best bowlers, second in the wicket taking, I think, behind Noor Ahmed. So when you've got players who are competing for both the orange cap and the purple cap, you're gonna go deep into the IPL
absolutely.
Playoffs,
What are you more of a fan of, the orange cap or the purple? Just in terms of looks.
It depends on the kit. I think for this one, the purple cap would suit sort of the darker blue. Just a bit of color difference.
I reckon what you're wearing right now, purple cap would be all right.
Yeah, Matt, you reckon purple with the light blue?
Yeah. No, I don't think orange.
Yeah, orange. I don't think orange goes with a lot of things.
No, the F1 McLaren, it's all right, but I don't know about the orange with a lot of things. Yeah, but that's the Gujarat Titans. You're really big on them, which we can touch on later. Now, I'm going to give you a timer on this one because you love your RCB. So do a lot of fans in the comments.
Timer, 20 minutes?
No, I don't know what it is, but it will be a couple of minutes. But RCB, third, they're 8-4. Still 1 game left, so they can charge into the top 2. Now, this makes it 6 straight years. They've had 7+ wins.
Yep.
So consistent. And 5 of the last 6 years, they've actually made the playoffs. So you'd be happy with that as an RCB.
Yeah, they've just, as we said, they've never won it.
Yes,
so
they always crumble.
They need to make that next step. I think this season they've been a lot more convincing than last season, because I think last season was a late charge into the playoffs. This season has been more set in stone. We do have to also, you did touch on it, but the game against Lucknow tonight is a huge, huge game, because if they win, it locks in a second chance. So if they lose to Lucknow,
they need a bit of luck now.
They do.
Yes, as you would say. I
would say.
That felt wrong.
So you give me crap for saying that, and then you go on and say it.
Yeah, I didn't like
There's a double standard here. But they could find themselves, playing a very dangerous Mumbai team instead of a double chance.
True.
So this is a crucial game for them tonight. With the bat, it's the guy. It's Virat.
Who? No, Virat. He's awesome.
Send some hate to him.
No. He's
548 runs. He's been their best batsman this season. They've had players sort of chip in with important performances with Phil Salt, Paditar, and Padikkal as well.
Yep.
So they sort of step up when required, but there probably hasn't been that real complete performance with the bat, I would say, for RCB. And then with the ball, it's the man Hazlewood.
Oh, the half.
So he comes back from a shoulder injury, is that right?
Yes, he's back from a shoulder injury. He's in the camp and apparently training. He's not confirmed 100% to play, but the rumor is that they really want him back for the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he'd be huge, because he's taken 18 wickets in 10 matches.
Oh, he's a beast.
So he's been spearheading their attack. You've got Bhuvi Kumar, who's very good with the new ball, but can be expensive. Suyash Sharma's a good leg spinner, but again, can be expensive. So they really need that Hazlewood at the top to really, when you need an over of quality, you can go to him. So without him, they're just a little bit scarce for options, I reckon.
He's so good. Like, you don't think of Josh Hazlewood as that dominant short format player, but then you look at his stats, because everyone thinks, you compare it to Glenn McGrath and things like that, who obviously both really good in tests, can hit the spot and just have a whole day of cricket. He's dominated so many times in the IPL. He's got the leading wicket taker once or twice. He's won finals and things like that. So good on him.
Yeah, he's got a great Yorker and great slower balls, which I think go under the radar for Joshy.
Absolutely. All right, that's enough RCB.
That's enough, mate.
Do you think they can go all the way? As an RCB fan, we'll get to that. I don't know if you guys believe. Let us know in the comments. There's always a lot of RCB fans out there, so let us know. Mumbai Indians are 4th. They beat Delhi last week to lock in their spot in the top 4 for the playoffs. They went 8-6 this season. It was one man that haunts Australians. I love watching him because his arm is just darting in there, bowls perfect Yorkers. But Bumrah had 17 wickets in 10 matches. He was awesome. But he still haunts me. Like, if I think of Indian cricket, I just think of Bumrah bowling bounces at me. It's scary.
But at you.
Yeah, at me. When I played for Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Road to get stats guy in the Australian setup.
Mate, I thought you were going to say road to like me having a net session with Bumrah, but I would not turn up for that.
Maybe we'll just hit up Make-A-Wish and
Get
it going.
Make-A-Wish.
We could.
I'll fake a...
Make-A-Wish.
No, Make-A-Wish. There we go.
No, Bumrah's been great.
He's been great.
Trent Bolt, who I believed Marcus and Stats Guy were like, no, Leo. Trent Bolt is washed. He's a stupid New Zealander. And I said...
No, New Zealanders are lovely.
They are lovely. And I said, no, mate, he's still got this. The old dog, the old Kiwi, 19 wickets. He has been their leading wicket taker and an absolute star this season. I will say is, though, they might just need a little bit more help from their spinners, Mumbai, because their leading wicket takers are all quicks. Satnar has 9 wickets from 11 games. So if he's going to play in the playoffs,
and he's getting a couple of wickets,
need to just lift a little bit, because on Indian conditions, we know what spin can do.
But the spinners haven't dominated like this season compared to other ones. I think it's been more pace.
Nor Ahmed has led the wickets, but you're right. It is typically pace. Maybe that just has something to do with batsmen understanding what they have to do against spin. But
you're right. They definitely need to step up. But Mumbai, they've charged home, so they started pretty poorly.
Yep.
Delhi looked like I think that Delhi won their first 3 or 4 games,
and then they lost it from there.
Then they lost it from there, and then Mumbai have been the one to take their spot and have been awesome. I think, like you said, this is fourth. This is a team that could win it from 4th. They're just rolling. They're going really well.
It's anyone's game, really.
It is anyone's game, but when you get a bit of a roll in the IPL, as RCB showed last year, charging into the playoffs, I know they didn't win it all, but they did make a good run. You can make a little bit of a run. You can be very dangerous. So their bowls are going really well. As you said, their spinners need to step up. And what about, so we got Rohit needs to fire.
Yeah,
possibly.
Rohit. Yeah. So with the bat, Surya Kumar Yadav, 640 runs, average of 71.
Whew.
Not bad.
That is so good.
He's been, like Kohli is for RCB, the main man, right? I believe Ryan Rickleton is leaving.
Ricky
Rickleton. See, hang on, what's going on here? I'm the one that's meant to bring the cringe, and you're doing all this funky stuff over there. I'm a bit delusional today. But I'm not going to judge you for it.
It's a bit freaky.
You're a bit delulu, mate.
Yeah.
Slay.
No. Get out.
Oh, now he wants me to get out.
Let us know in the comments if you like the word slay, because I don't.
But yeah, Rohit Sharma, 329 runs, average of 27. So
it's not horrible. It's not horrible. But he needs to be better, yeah.
But I just think with Rickleton leaving from all reports, I think Jax is also leaving. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
You got, obviously, Yadav, we've mentioned, being great. Just maybe Sharma as well.
You got a bit of a nasal thing behind that.
Of course, mate. But that's sort of where it lies for me with Mumbai.
Okay. I think that's a good breakdown because, their batters need to step up and their bowlers obviously going really well. All right. Aussie Watch before we get into the final prediction. So make sure you keep watching because we're going to have who we think is going to win it all. But we'll have a little Aussie Watch. As Aussies, we love looking at this. We'll start off with Punjab. You've obviously got Josh Inglis. Man of the match last game, Leo.
I think it was 73 or 42 got them home. That was last night. Batting at 3. So he's a real anchor point for him, for Punjab. So hopefully he can play a big part in finals.
His career's taken leaps and bounds in just like a year and a half. Yeah. Obviously playing Australia, dominating IPL. I love it.
It shows that you can also make the Aussie team. Someone so small as Inglis.
Yeah.
You're about half his height.
Half his height?
Sorry, you're about his height.
I don't know. Half his height. Yeah, I don't actually know how tall he is. But I can't hit bombs like he can.
Yeah, you can't.
I probably get like a couple.
You are the size of Marcus Stoinis' arms. Who we're about to touch on.
Yeah, you got Big Puppy. You're big puppy apparently as well.
I'm average puppy.
Average size puppy.
He's got a lower order roll.
Yes.
Big Puppy. So 2 games ago, 44 not out of 16. So, he's still got it with the bat. And I think it's an important role because a lot of what we've talked about with the teams has been the top order bats because that's where the runs come from.
Yeah.
They're the highest run scorers. So,
but he's doing a job.
If a team can get early wickets, the lower order batsmen are going to be incredibly vital. Stoinis is one of those. So it'd be interesting. Can he stand up?
He has in finals and things like that for Australia. So hopefully he can for the
IPL's a different stage.
For the Kings.
Biggest stage, IPL.
Biggest stage? No, it's not. It's
more people at the game.
They get paid a lot more.
True.
But there's not a big stage. RCB is the other one. There's some Aussies there. So we obviously just talked about Hazelwood. Awesome that he's coming back from injury. Hopefully he plays because he's been dominating with the ball. The other one, Tim David.
Yes.
He's injured and he's gone back home.
Yeah.
He's actually had a pretty good season.
Yeah, it's a big loss for my beloved RCB.
Yes.
Strike rate of 85.
185, sorry.
185.
Did you say 85?
I think I said 85.
Yeah,
Good
185.
spot.
Because 85 is crap.
Yeah, strike rate of 185.
There we go.
I think he has an average of like over 60. So because he doesn't get out that often.
He's
So
awesome.
he plays a lower order role to perfection. And that's what I was talking about with RCB. They have one or two batsmen a game that sort of chime in and make the runs. They don't normally do it together. And David's been one of those.
But he's a big loss, yeah.
He's a big loss. I'm hearing, was it Sikandar Raza?
Possibly,
or
but
Michael Bracewell.
Bracewell was
two
the other one, yeah.
options
Which
to
are both
replace
good
him.
players, but they're not like
Yeah.
for like at all there.
Not there.
Because Raza's an all-rounder, right?
Right, so is Bracewell.
Bracewell
They're
is
both-
as well, yeah.
They're both all rounders. They probably offer more with the ball than what David would, but
It's a
David's
big loss then.
explosiveness.
Yeah.
That is a big loss. So
Yeah.
a lot of reliance goes on Kohli again.
Oh, but he eats pressure for breakfast, that man.
Pressure? What pressure?
Yeah, what's that? What's that from?
That's a song, mate. We don't need to cover it.
I know. I thought it was also the commentator in one
yeah.
of the finals. Anyway, we can touch on that later. Final predictions. Let's get to it. Who makes the final? Who wins it all? We're going to start with that right off the bat, Leo. Who do you reckon?
I think Gujarat will play. I'm gonna say Punjab
Oh,
in the final.
you're not no RCB. You're
No
beloved.
RCB, and I've tipped them in our preview show. Go check that out
Yes.
as well if you want to check out our preseason predictions.
Yes.
Good. I'm sticking with Gujarat. I tipped them then. I'm tipping them now. I think their batting is just too strong. Their bowling does more than enough to hold up its end of the bargain. I think they've been the best side this season, and I think they will win it.
Oh, I don't mind that. I'm thinking the exact same finals. I'm going Gujarat and Punjab.
Yep.
I think Gujarat have the best kit. I'm just going to put that out there. I love
I've
their
got
kit.
one of them.
You do have one of their kits, and they look beautiful. They're like the lightning bolt and everything,
Yeah,
the Titans.
I like it.
But Punjab, I think this is just their year. They're going to finally win an IPL title. You've got everything's falling into place. You've got, who was it? Shreyas Iyer has been dominating. Arshdeep Singh. I just think...
Hopefully Josh Inglis gets man of the match.
Josh
in the final.
Inglis, I
That'd
love
be
that.
Awesome.
I love that Josh Inglis is shining there, and I think everything's just come into place, especially Ricky Ponting. There's just an Aussie vibe, and guess what Aussies do? They win.
They win
They win.
things,
Ricky
that's
Ponting.
true.
Ricky Ponting wins everything.
Indian fans are going to hate us.
Josh
saying
Inglis
that.
has won trophies, like they will probably, but Aussies win, and if you have an Aussie coach, I reckon Ricky Ponting can take them all the way. So I think they're going to win it all against Gujarat, and as we know, RCB they crumble in the playoffs.
Thanks.
No, sorry, that was probably unnecessary, but it's just true, just facts. Let's finish off with the playoffs MVP or whatever you want to call it, player of the playoffs. You were
Player
saying
of the
before the show.
playoffs.
Who have you got there, Leo?
There can only be one man.
Oh, here we go.
Sai Sudhasan.
Oh, not Shubman.
No, I think Shubman Gill.
Oh, okay.
I do.
The
I
Shubman?
think again, check out the preseason show. I backed him for most runs and he
Yes.
finished second, so I was very close, falling short to Sai Sudhasan, who's had a great season. But I just think he is the man for the moment, for the IPL stage. He is just in amazing form, great front foot, back foot.
Yep.
Against spin, against pace, he can do it all, that man.
No,
the Shub man.
I don't mind that. As a batter, that's who I'd be leaning towards. I'm going to go towards a bowler, Arshdeep Singh. I've talked him up. He's had 18 wickets. I think in the playoffs as well, I don't think the scores are always as big as the regular season. Everyone's a bit more tense. The guys can get a few more wickets, and I think he's the perfect bowler that can pitch it up.
Yep.
He has the change-ups and things like that, which is perfect for playoff conditions. And I reckon he'll catch a few people out that are trying to increase that strike rate, a little bit nervous in the playoffs, and he'll get a few wickets.
I would love to see, because obviously no game is set in stone yet, depending on tonight's result, but I would love to see Arshdeep Singh versus Shubman Gill.
Oh, that'd be fun. In a final.
That would be awesome. I would love to see who wins that battle. Just give 6 balls Arshdeep Singh to Shubman Gill.
Or
I
even
wanna see
like
that.
a super over.
Super right. That would
With
be
those two.
oh,
That'd be good. Can we
That's
script it?
not bad.
IPL could script a super
we could
over.
script it.
I reckon.
We'll call up the bookies.
Yeah. Okay, no, I will. That is enough from that man over there. All right, that is Stumps for the Cricket Today show. We will be back. We'll be back for some possible IPL content on the socials, of course, as well as the World Test Championship, Leo. We're going to be covering that.
Yep.
That's in a couple of weeks. The Aussies are taking on South Africa.
Next Wednesday will be our first show on it.
Yes,
Is that correct?
our plan is June 4th to the 17th. We'll be doing content for
Yep.
those couple of weeks there, which would be really good fun. And I think that'll be a really fun contest because we haven't played South Africa in a while. So
Yeah, has been a while.
has been a while. So that'd be really good. Get right around the show. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said before, we're trying to get to that 4K subscribers, maybe by the end of IPL. Why not? And yeah, send in any questions, comments, things that you want to get in touch with. You can have a go at Leo. You can have a go at me. You can do what you want. So thank you very much, Gerald, behind the camera. I would usually say thanks to Marcus, but he doesn't rock up sometimes. Thank you very much, Leo.
Slay.
Oh my God, I can't believe he said that again. That's another episode of Cricket Today done. We're out.